On the bar top tonight, we have the last installment of the Hardins Creek, Kentucky series. And yes, it took me 3 times to say that, but I got it out.
I'm debating if I should put those in the little blooper reel here in the front. You'll have to excuse. Oh, you look normal. I don't. We got up at 3:30 this morning.
Yeah.
We were in Texas. We did a barrel pick at JT Mellick. We did a barrel pick at Still Austin. And we flew home this morning.
Yeah.
Bright and early, 3:30. And I went to bed at 1 o'clock. And I'm not a morning person, so we are filming this right around 8:30.
Yeah.
On what is today?
Yeah, I don't even know.
Say Tuesday. Tuesday, November.
Yeah. Tuesday
14th.
evening.
Yeah. I'm excited for this because
Yes.
I am a Jim Beam fan. You are not. We had a big argument in the last video, and I'm going to prove you wrong. But
well, I'm not going to be as rude as you were to me on this video because I know that you like Jim Beam. It doesn't rank on my top 5. Neither does Wild Turkey rank on his top 5. That's okay. But I'm going to be less rude than Trenton was. Let's say that. I will tell you this, though. I will tell you this. I've been very impressed with this series.
Yeah.
They've been really good. They have. You can kind of sense the Jim Beam characteristics for sure.
Yeah.
But this one, I think, is a 17-year, right? And it's.
Yeah, well, okay, so.
You know more about it than I do.
I don't read really a lot, as I've stated before. So I was doing a little sleuthing, I think, if that's a good word. And all on the label, it's kind of hard to see, but it says 204 months on the dot for the Clearmont and the Frankfurt. We have both of these over here. We were debating both. We were debating if we wanted to do a triple blind or just kind of review this one, and we figured since these two had their own review, we'll give this last guy the Boston batch its own video. So this was opened today. It was sent by Doug VA. Doug has gotten both of these, the Frankfurt, the Clearmont, and the Boston, because we don't have distribution of this in Indiana.
Yeah,
so
you
thank
just
you,
told
Doug.
Me that. Yeah, I didn't know that. Thank you, Doug. Boy, appreciate you helping us with that for sure.
I paid, I think it was like $200, $199.99, $200 something, and then a little bit of tax and whatnot for this bad boy here. So.
17 year though, Trent.
Yeah,
17 year. It's 110 proof. I did see that when I just looked at the label.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, is it? I didn't even look at the label. 110 proof.
I like that proof point, as you know. That's kind of right up my alley.
Sweet spot of a proof point. And you also have the 2-year and the other 184 months, which is a 15 and something, I think, or 16. Okay. That's a lot of math to do when you're running on a couple hours.
Yeah.
That's just Beamer right there.
That's screaming beaming.
Yep.
Ooh. Screamer Beamer.
Yeah, that's a good one.
But there's a lot more depth to it than normal.
Yeah.
I think.
Well, it's interesting because honestly on this one, I don't really get like a peanutty type thing. I get like a nice cherry. I get quite a bit of an oakiness.
Yeah, there's a decent oakiness. There's a deep molasses in there too.
See, I gotta like chug some molasses because I see you say that and I'm like.
Yeah, to me it's like a deep, dark, rich, sweetness. So to me, caramel is like your light. Of course, you know caramel, right? Caramel is lighter sweet.
I know caramel.
And from there you move down a little bit to the brown sugar.
Mm-hmm.
But when I go deep and dark, it's more of a molasses note for me.
Okay, I'll have to do that. It smells very good.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's got some sweetness too.
It does.
It really does. The aromas are fantastic.
I really want to like just stick my schnoz in these two over here to kind of see just to see where this falls. I'm not going to. We'll save that.
Yeah,
for
let's save
the
it because
video.
I remember, and there's some differences there.
Oh yeah. I haven't had. I don't think I've had anything to drink today, but that's a spicy one.
She's going. It's coming down hot.
Yeah,
for sure.
Quite a bit more than 110. I feel like
that's first sip for me. So I'm going to give it another sip for give the final conclusion of how I feel about that trend. But I would have to say it's definitely sipping that 110 level for sure, if not a little bit more. But we'll see. We'll get another sip or two in me and see how I feel about that. But it's not. It definitely is not drinking below its proof. That's for sure. I find it to be. There's a lot of peanuts for me on the palate.
You think so?
On the palate.
I'm not getting that on this one.
Really?
I get quite a bit of a barrel char kind of thing going on. It's almost like the char is leaving a trail of char in my throat. Because I don't know if that's the barrel char, if it's like I'm getting some kind of either like a peppery spice or a rye spice or some kind of spicy.
Black pepper is awesome, Trenton. I guess on the second sip, that peanut note for me might even be some peanut shells type thing, but it's more in the background into the finish. Probably came on me as we were speaking. I do get some sweetness up front. There's a little bit of that molasses note up front. There's a little bit of caramel up front for me.
I really like
Peppery though.
There is a what I'm going to call like a very nice cherry type of vibe, like a dark cherry, not like a maraschino, not a luxardo, that kind of thing, but like a really nice dark cherry.
All right.
That it's lending more towards the sweetness. It's not like, oh, this is just like a cherry cola bomb like we called the Antique 107 in a couple blinds. That's nothing like this. This is more of a dark cherry. It's like you say stewed sometimes.
Yeah.
Like a thick, syrupy type with a little bit of like oak shavings in there.
This is definitely robust.
Yeah.
It's got personality.
Wow.
It definitely, it definitely will put a few hairs on your chest.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe you should drink a little more of that.
Whoa.
Not me. I should drink less of it.
What'd you do?
What?
I'm calling you out. What'd you do there to your face?
I couldn't do it. I had to shave today. I had to. I went 5 days without shaving. I wanted to rip my skin off my face.
Yeah, and you know, I'm over here doing the hard work. I haven't shaved in like 20 days.
I want to know where the no shaving came into play, anyways, because I know I've got to shave my head on next live streams. You want to see me do that? You got to tune in to next live stream because I was part of the whole, charity live stream last month, and so I got to do that this month on the live stream. But
I'm almost.
I don't know where the no shaving came into play because I can't handle that.
Well,
I've never had a beard in my lifetime.
I did say something about no shave November, and I've been adhering to it. I did trim this up a little bit because I'm not gonna lie, it started to look like some questionable hairs that were on my face. So I cleaned it up a little bit to look a little bit more presentable. I always don't look presentable back here. This feels like there's some stuff going on, but I might have just made that up. The November.
I think you did, and I tried though for you because I love you that much, and I know you wanted me to go with it, and I really tried. The whole time we were gone, I didn't shave.
Well, isn't that nice? He tries for you.
I tried.
He doesn't do it for me.
Well, I think you're forgetting that trip to Arizona that one time where I tried then too.
Okay, you tried, but you did it when you were in Arizona without me, and then you shaved before you came home.
That's because you saw me on FaceTime, and you got to check it out. You got to check it out on FaceTime, babe. I just can't. It's just not in me. I've never had it. I just want to just rip my skin. It's itchy. It just drives me out of my mind. Yeah. Well, anyways, let's get back to
I'll let the people
what we're
roast
talking
you for. Well, okay. Well, I'm getting my nose hairs waxed, I think, and so are you.
Yes.
I have
That's
some.
another part of our deal.
I have some, and I can feel it right here if I pull enough. They're kind of just making an appearance.
Bro.
They're sneaking a peek out.
You're letting it go, aren't you? So you can get a good.
No, I would love to just get one of those trimmers and just get it done with, but we're gonna. Wow, I'm gonna cry on the live stream. It's
Who's
gonna hurt.
doing that?
I think Jill.
Jill doesn't know she's doing that.
Well, you better tell her because I don't want to.
Poor Jill.
She's
got to
waxing
shave my
your
head,
nose hairs?
wax noses.
Yeah, I've seen.
How do you do that?
Poor
You
Jill.
just put wax in the nose, and like I saw somebody do it with a popsicle stick.
I've
before.
seen them too.
Yeah.
Oh, you
I've seen it on
guys.
YouTube.
Wow, we really got off the rails here. Anyways.
Yeah, let's get back to what we're doing here, pal. Sorry about that. Yeah, we're a little giddy.
Yeah, it has something to do with the lack of sleep. What do they call that? When you're like weird.
Insomnia?
No, it's like when you're weird, you have 2 hours of sleep. Or I can't remember. It's. I'm gonna stop talking now.
The more I sip it, Trenton, I think the heat's taken down for me just a touch. I'm gonna go with the 110 proof, but I don't really think it really drinks that extremely hot. I really like your note of the black pepper. Mm-hmm. I think that's a real great note for that the spiciness you get on your tongue. I really love that really dark stewed black cherry type that you got going on in there. I really do. It's robust. It definitely has that charred oak for sure. I still get some peanuts on the finish, just a little bit on the finish, but it's pretty good. I mean, I don't remember. We'd have to do a blind. If you'd like to see a blind, let us know in the comments if you want us to blind this collection. we'd be happy to do that. But it's different than I remember some of the other ones.
I feel like I distinctly remember the Clearmont to Frankfurt and then this one having pretty distinct flavor profiles throughout, which is nice because you got a 17-year.
It is.
And you can do 3 different releases and
it's nice.
But these are the Clearmont, the Frankfurt, and the Boston. Correct me if I'm wrong. Are their warehouses or their warehouse locations where they are?
Sure.
So, if I'm remembering what I read right, these are like an experiment for different locations. How stuff changes as it ages in different warehouses, locations. That kind of thing.
Not being a big Jim Beam fan myself, I enjoy these releases though.
Yeah.
I mean, they're $200. Okay, they're expensive. They're definitely not cheap. I get those Jim Beam characteristics as I'm sipping this, but to me it feels like a much more elevated Jim Beam.
Yeah.
And of course, it's 17 years. You know, it's got a lot more going on. The only thing I'm a little disappointed with, Trenton, is the viscosity. It's still it's not thin, but I definitely wouldn't consider it to be a viscous sip.
See, that's interesting because I normally pay attention to that, and this one it just kind of slipped in my mind a little bit. I could agree with you on that. It's nothing to.
Little nitpicky.
Is it ride home or write home? You're saying it's nothing to write home. Is it write home about or ride home about?
Right.
Okay. I always thought it was ride. The viscosity is nothing that you tell your mom and pop about, right? It's there. It's okay.
Yep.
The flavors, apart from that, I do enjoy.
Yep.
This is a killer. This crushes Wild Turkey Rare Breed. So I know it's like 4 times as expensive. It's a little bit less, but it's solid. We should toss Wild Turkey Rare Breed in this lineup here, the 3. Okay. That's an unfair comparison, though.
Come on, you're talking about a $50 bottle, a blend to a 17-year, $200 bottle. Okay, I'm in.
This Friday, we're gonna be doing a blind, and I don't even think you know this yet. We're gonna be doing a blind.
Sure I do.
We got Baker 7, we got Wild Turkey Rare Breed, we got Old Forester 1920, and Maker's Mark Cast Strength.
Is that what you're putting in?
Yeah.
You decided this?
Yes. Yeah. With the help of good folks in the comments, because I was saying that I was forgetting some.
Did the boys in the Discord come up with this to help you with this too?
No.
To kind of smack me around a bit?
Nope. This was all comments.
Okay.
If you want to place your bets on which one you think is going to win, if Wild Turkey Rare Breed does not win, I'm thinking Kurt should probably have to grow his beard out for 10 days.
Oh, okay.
Kind of see what that's going until Christmas.
That's like an ancient Chinese torture for me.
Why?
It's rough. I just have a hard time with it. But I think it's going to win. So it don't matter.
We'll see. Keep an eye out for Friday.
Yeah.
Hopefully we're a little bit more well rested for that one. So.
I think we will be. All right, that's all I got for you today. Thanks so much for watching, Trent. Thank you for bringing this down. I actually enjoyed it. See how nice you can be? See how that is? It's called being nice. Thank you for bringing this fabulous Jim Beam product down here for me to sample. I enjoyed it greatly. Thank you.
I'm just not nice.
As always, we ask you to please drink responsibly. See you next time, right down here with Trent and me in the good old basement bourbon bar. See you later.
Thank you.